There are different types of listeners in the world. For example, there are selective listeners who choose what they want to hear, and then there are also defensive listeners who feel like everything said towards them is like some sort of attack to get them down. And I'm a lot like these two types of listeners. But to answer the homework questions, I'm gonna just move on. How can you tell when someone is listening to you? For me, it's quite simple. If someone is asking me questions and engaging with what I'm talking about, or trying to get me to like open up more, then I know they're listening because they're intrigued and want to know more about what I have to say and aren't just giving me or just taking everything in one ear and then letting it go out the other. And if how it feels if someone's not listening to me, well, I feel that a lot of the time since I get so defensive and selective because even though people are like talking to me and saying things, sometimes I feel like they're actually telling me things that aren't helping me because I get so defensive and feel like they're just trying to hurt me even more than when how I already feel since I'm so insecure about myself and just feel like the entire world is against me and that I'm alone. But I know that's not the case, especially now since I know there are people that are actually listening to me and actually care about me and want to help me get my life back together. But a time when I felt like I wasn't being listened to, especially when it was really important, was when I started actually doing some things I'm not proud of and really regret. For a short period of time, I actually felt like my entire world was ending and I didn't know what to do. So I tried talking to my parents, but even when they were talking to me, I didn't feel like they were actually listening to me. Like they actually understood what I was saying because they kept on telling me they're confused and that they don't know how to help me, which I understand since I'm so introverted and keep to myself and I actually never really talked to them before. So it came as a surprise to them. It's understandable, but in the end, I know that they care, and it doesn't change how I feel towards them or like my motivation to actually talk to them about important things. It's just sometimes really hard to talk with people when you've never really done it before, but that's a learning process that I'm actually trying to figure out and just get to know. I really don't know how to interact with people and especially talk with them since I'm more of a bystander and just observe them. But yeah, I really don't know what else to say.